Welcome to Gizzi's America.
I'm here at the Convention Center with someone who, in a very true sense of the word, was present at the creation. Tim Hyde was an active Republican volunteer and party worker in the 1970s when the first Iowa caucuses were held. He was executive director of the Republican Party in the Hawkeye State when George Bush pulled a dramatic upset on Ronald Reagan back in 1980, proving that if you don't pay attention to Iowa, you get punished for it in the caucuses. Tim, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you for joining us today. All right, we are 2.5 hours from the beginning of the count of the caucuses. Who's going to win tonight?
Boy, it's hard to say. I'm beginning to feel like there's a Santorum wave out there.
Right.
And that would be an upset for sure. And I believe he will finish in the top three.
Right.
Romney is the person to beat in this state and for the rest of the year as well.
Okay. Earlier this week, we were talking to other people who still believed in Newt Gingrich. Just before we came here, we sat down with former Congressman Greg Gansky, Newt Gingrich's co-chairman in the state, who still held out hope for his man. What do you think of Gingrich at this point?
Well, I don't think that there's any hope for the former speaker. At that point, when he started talking about hauling judges before Congress and punishing them, I think even if there's merit in those arguments, it scared enough people that they backed off. And the negative advertisement in the state has had a huge impact as well.
You know about as much about the Iowa Republican caucuses as anyone. You've been there through its entire history. What is the lesson that Republicans should most learn from participating in this quadrennial kickoff of the presidential sweepstakes?
Well, I think it's the lesson that Santorum has exhibited. He came here early. It's retail politics. He went to several hundred living rooms and churches and events and shook thousands of hands, and that's what you have to do. That's my first real caucus was the 1980 one, and Ronald Reagan was well liked, and he had a very good organization in the state, but he was acting as if he were already the nominee, and he did not spend much time in the state. George Bush did, and George Bush won, and I think that's the lesson that everybody needs to learn, that you have to take Iowa if you want to contest here. You have to take Iowa seriously, and you have to have not just the organization, but the body.